Hello everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the best Reddit answers being read to you. Enjoy! Non-Canadians, what is the first thing that comes to mind when you think Canada? I'm Australian, this is what I think of when I think Canada: friendliness and politeness, the Canadian flag, maple trees/leaves/syrup, mountains, cold weather, poutine, speaking French, hockey. I always viewed Australia as like a cousin to Canada. Nah, you have to take Australia and New Zealand together and realize New Zealand is the Canada of that group and Australia is the US. Same as Czech and Slovakia, or England and Scotland/Ireland. Back in the day, 80s and stuff, we used to go across the St. Clair River/Lake St. Clair to go to Canada. The thing that sticks out in my mind is the friendliest border guard/coast guard guys in the world. It was like, hey, so why are you traveling to Canada today? Oh, we're just gonna go pick some strawberries at that farm, you know the one. Oh, cool. Well, have a nice time, and don't forget to bring some back for us. Once out on the lake, we got busted by Canadians for having open alcohol on the boat. You guys know that's against the law over here, right? My brother puts his beer out of their line of sight. Okay, you guys have a nice day. And of course, living so close to Canada, we got Hockey Night in Canada, SCTV, and CBC Radio. Now take off, eh? Maple syrup and the Canadian flag. Honestly, that's what I just thought of. But also, I think of you have no idea how hard it is to insist to two toddlers that it's pronounced Z when every single song, TV show, toy, etc. says Z. They think I'm either an idiot or bullpooping them. Canadian here. Shout out to the great US band ZZ Top. Who's Z? Z's dead, baby. The woods. Even though they're not talked about much, Canada's extensive boreal forests are super cool to me. It's disappointing how few people know that Canada has a rainforest, separate from the boreal forests. When most people think about the rainforest, they think about a tropical rainforest. Ours is really interesting because it's a temperate rainforest. Totally different vibe, unbelievable beautiful. Definitely say that so casually I have to mentally think about not saying it. Apparently I do too. To the point Canadians have become excited, thinking they found a fellow expat in the US. Nope. Just a former Alaskan. Close enough, eh? You certainly know how to use it. First I picture the beautiful flag. The simplicity and elegance which makes for a perfect flag. Then I picture the map. A huge county covered in unique and interesting nature. Then I picture the Mounties. Dressed in their sophisticated red uniforms, gracefully riding their horses. Then I picture downtown Vancouver where I saw a hobo taking a piss in his hat. Stop, you're making me weep patriotic tears. The hobo later wept his own brand of patriotic tears onto the back of a dumpster. The Red-Green Show. I will always imagine that show portrays the ideal Canadian life. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. I'm a man. But I can change. If I have to. I guess. Maple syrup and mousse. Lay's once released that as a chip flavor. Maple mousse meat. Maple mousse meat sounds pretty freaking delicious tbh. I don't think so. Poutine. Ah, the old Canadian salad. Sure is something tasty to poutine your mouth. Get out. Sorry, but Ryan Reynolds. And Ryan Gosling. Sigh. And Keanu Reeves. And Jim Carrey. Rush. I went to the same high school as Neil Peart and the guys who created Trivial Pursuit. R.I.P. Neil Peart. I took a trip to Toronto this past January. When I returned home to Los Angeles, I found out Neil Peart died in Santa Monica. I blame myself for the loss of this great man. How South Park portrays them. Blame Canada. With all their beady little eyes and flapping heads so full of lies. With their hockey hullabaloo and that tramp and Murray too. Hockey. How in the world has no one said this? We'll snipe Sully boys. I live about 45 minutes from Canada and Michigan. Hockey, poutine, and 19-year-old drinking age for me. 18 here in Manitoba. Also don't forget fully nude strippers. Also 18 in Quebec and the fully nude strippers are probably better here too. Ketchup potato chips. Okay, but they are delicious and my favorite flavor ever. Have you even had all dressed? Okay, honestly they're like my third favorite. To me, probably heroism and loyalty. Canada played a very major role in liberating my country from German occupation in World War II, and every year during the 5th and 6th of May we commemorate your bravery and sacrifice. So yeah, thank you Canada. All for your kindness, and thank you so much for the silver. It's my first. We love you too, Netherlands. Land of mini pancakes and the land of maple syrup. Such a wholesome friendship. Maple syrup. Real maple syrup. The fact that fake maple syrup exists is unfathomable to me. It comes from fake plastic trees. Phil Hartman, Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, Dan Aykroyd, Will Arnett, Tommy Chong, John Candy. So funny dudes. Yeah, I know, I'm old. In addition, Martin Short, Ryan Reynolds, Matthew Perry, Michael J. Fox, Seth Rogen, Leslie Nielsen, Eugene Levy, Dan Levy, Russell Peters, Norm MacDonald, Michael Cera, Howie Mandel, Lorne Michaels, Rick Moranis, Jerry D., Colin Mockery, Nathan Fielder, Ron James, Jason Jones, Rich Little, Rick Mercer, Will Sasso, Alan Thicke, The Kids in the Hall and the Trailer Park Boys. So yeah, definitely funny dudes. About a bunch of funny guys, so I limited my response to men, but I forgot to mention that yes, we do also have women here, and many of them are also very funny. Growing up in poopy apartments with a trailer park nearby in South Florida. An older couple that were snowbirds, people from a place with snowy winters, who come to a warm place to spend the winter and then return home in the spring. They were the most delightful people. They somehow knew my dad. He was gone a lot for work and my mom was brutal. Anyway, they would arrive. They had a small trailer with an attached screened-in porch. The porch had jalousie windows. The trailer was a small one-bedroom affair, tiny, it was neat as a pin. When they arrived, she would open it up and begin cleaning for their 3-month visit. The husband would be gone to work or the horse track. She would hire me to wash windows, pull weeds and clean. She paid me a few dollars here and there, literally $5 was a king's ransom back then. But, she would cook for me. She made lunches and baked goods. I existed on cereal and other crap at home. My mother was a 100-pound cigarette smoker and didn't eat, hardly at all, and therefore, never cooked. She was older when I was born. I was an oops kid for sure. At home my life sucked. This lovely woman fed me and treated me with kindness and dignity that my 11-year-old self had never known. I'm in my 50s now and can still see the inside of the screened-in porch and the TV tray where I sat and ate for a few days and then once a week after mowing for those 3 months, for 5 years until the husband died and they never returned. I swear, this lovely French-Canadian lady is responsible for any of the good that is in my heart. I hadn't thought of those moments in quite a while. I'm getting teary writing this. What would have been your answer or question? Leave it in the comments below. Slap that like and subscribe button for more, and check out the link in the video description for even more answers. Peace out, and catch you in the next video.